Dano here. Just gonna fasten down this board back here. Try not to sink my elbows into the styrofoam. That worked out okay. Won't stay. There we go. One more in the middle. Some of the things we do just to play with trains is crazy. Working out good. I put one in the middle just about here. Gotta hold, watch that drill or she'll go to that drill, put those screws in all the way to China. That's right, 66-year-old crawling across the table. Man, I've been waiting all week to get this in. Nice stuff. Yeah. You ever tell your kids not to climb up on the table? Yeah. That almost has it. One more right about here. One more at the end. And that should hold most of it down right there. Okay. Okay. All right. You know when you're watching those videos where they just keep on editing it and you don't see all the crawling all over the board stuff. And the reason why I chose not for kids is because once in a while I say something I don't think I'm supposed to say. You know what I mean? And yeah, so I'm going to twist your... Okay, so this board is in now. There's nothing else I can do with it now but wait. Nice stuff. You know, that 2-inch stuff, very expensive. I don't know if you'll be able to see what I'm about to do here. I'm going to try to move you up a little bit. She's on a bucket and she's not cooperating. Okay. I'm going to loosen you off a little and bring you down. There we go. You don't need to see me, I think. There we go. Now this here was the other side, obviously. We've been talking about this. I just laid the sheet in there and it fits perfectly. 24 inches across, 8 feet long, perfectly. I have a stopper down here, a block of wood. And the sheet just sits right in there. 8 feet long, no wastage at all. And so it takes us down here. That's the new sheet all the way down. The only thing I have left is obviously that little section right there. You see it here? That means I'll have to go blow for another sheet, but that's okay because I have that section down here. Well, where am I here? I got that section right there. I bought the sheet to bridge that. I was just running this guy on the layout, and the problem is these little wheels in the front, they don't want to track. They keep on popping off. They keep on popping off the track, and I just driving me crazy. You know, I also figured out, and I know it's not going to sound like much, but I finally figured out how they work. To make a train that small and make it work, I finally figured out how they did it. So, the front half has all the gears in it. Okay, the front half, all the gears. This is your drive motor. The tender is your drive motor. You see that little shaft in between there? Well, that goes around. There's a shaft that attaches to another shaft that's attached to a bunch of gears in here. So this is driving this. Now you see the way those little bogies in the front, they just flop all over the place. And that's what's causing me the problems on this track. Because the second they'll hit the little bump, they like to jump to the side. And then the front of the locomotive is rubbing on the side of the rail. So you got to keep on running over to fix it. Now, this little guy here went for 150. So I don't know if I was just crazy or I'm just like a train guy. I just, you know, I want to run these things. And you got to keep, it's either, I don't have enough power leads coming off the track yet, but you got to run it. You got to run it at a certain speed for it to work. Now, no guarantees it's going to make it out of that tunnel. I don't believe it. It made it through the tunnel. I've tried 5 times to try to make it go through that tunnel without the front skipping off. Now you gotta admit, it's a cute little train, right? I mean, it's a lovely piece of work. I certainly couldn't design something like that. I guess that's why there's all kinds of people out there doing all kinds of things. I'm going to bring it back around. if you can tolerate getting moved, I can get you closer to the track. Okay, you're going to get shaken up a bit here, so hold your stomach. I'm going to just pick everything up and toss you up down on the track. And I may have to no. Oops, sorry, there you go. You're flopping all over the place. And I don't know if you can hear it, but I think the bogies are off again. Yeah, they jumped off the track. Okay. Oh, doing a burnout now. So seriously, I can see it. Come on, sweetheart. Seriously, I can see you possibly making a real small oval diorama with this and running that particular type of train. We have a truck problem over there. Look, I'm going to jump across here. Sorry. I'm going to wait till the big boy goes by. Nope, there it is. Look at that. Those bogies are offline again. So if you actually go out and get one of these, they work. But you got to really make sure your track is well set up in order to run that train, that type of train. I'm just going to take it around one more time here, and I'm going to throw my other one on, and I'm going to show you that one too. That didn't jump this time. So I'll run this one. Oh, the lighting is crappy here. Okay. We are going to run this one. Now this one has different issues. Okay, she's off the track there. She's not running anymore. Not recommended for large layouts unless you have a perfect track and then some. Now I tried pulling this with it. I couldn't do it. It was just not worth trying. So really it's really for showpiece. Park it on your layout somewhere off the track next to an industrial area and only pull it out once in a blue moon. That's my opinion about this train here. Okay, where's my track? Oh, there it is. I'm the kind of person that just throws stuff all over the place and I go around hunting for it after. Now this one here, for some reason, the rear wheel comes off and jams. It started doing that a little while ago. And it takes a lot of juice to get this going. So I'm assuming it's not working properly. That's max speed. That thing should be flying. I didn't touch it. The wheel came off it one day. I put it back on. It's never ran the same way. So this is starting to sort of deter me away from these little steam engines. There she comes. You can just hear it buzzing. And that's max speed. And she shouldn't be making that much noise either, so definitely something wrong. There we go. Didn't make it. Don't know why. This time the main wheels jumped off and the bogie stayed on in the front. It's always. So anyway, beware if you're going to buy trains like this. It comes with a price. If you're going to run them on an extremely small layout, all the power to you. Now, putting it away is also a chore, it seems. They have something out there, and I'm sure you've heard it 1,000 times, called the Big Boy. Now, I would like to get the Big Boy, but for $400 to $550, it scares me to throw that kind of money out for a very cool locomotive, and have this kind of stuff happening. That would hurt. You know, $150, no big deal. $400 or $500, it better work. So anyway, I just thought I'd share these guys with you. If you're planning to get yourself some tiny loco steamers, that comes with a lot of issues. And both of them ran perfectly when I first got them. Okay, what do I have going now here? I am going to try to set up the Santa Fe. This is what started me off. I bought a used kit. And I bought a used unit. I'm going to sit down here. My legs are starting to bother me. Okay, so I bought a used unit. And one of the cars, like I said earlier, had no windows in it. So there's windows, one piece of plastic going across the inside, and one of them were cracked and loose inside the car. So I don't know what the last owner did with these cars. If it was, no disrespect, young person, or an adult that just didn't really take care of the car. The latch in the back on this one's broken when I got it. I don't know if you can repair these or not. I'm going to look into it. Let's get these set up for you here. There's a certain way these cars go on, or you just have a lot of trouble. So this is your rear car. The back lights up. Now these two cars go in a certain way. I know that because only one way actually stays hooked to him. So I'm going to move him out of the way. Okay. Let's see if that hooks up together here. Okay, that seemed to hook up very nicely. One of these cars don't like to hook up to the loco. Let's see what happens here. Okay, very dainty knuckles on these. Very dainty knuckles. You know? Okay. So this is where you start fooling around with it here. Where's my nail? I use a nail here to put them in. I actually don't know why this just doesn't line up and go click. It's you can see it's the car. The knuckle is sitting this way too far, and you got to take a screwdriver or something and move the knuckle this way to line up to the train. And then sometimes they'll actually let go when they're driving, and that's another, what the heck is going on? So let's put some power to this. Very smooth, you see that? It started up really nice. We're going to see how long those cars stay on there. Now that's the set right there. And you get an oval track with it. And the back light lights up. You see the light there? Sorry. I wish I can get you further back. Ah! What does that? Oh, look at that. That's a little better. Okay. Okay, I lost 2 cars on the far side. Number 1, I lost 2 cars. I have power on the track because his light's still on. Okay, I lost 3 cars. Now, if I can't solve that problem, I may have to change out the track inside the tunnel. Because all my problem seems to be coming from the tunnel. And it's really becoming a little annoying. To deal with that. What the heck do we have here? Okay, I moved the cars around this time. And I'm going to hope that this is going to be electronic go around once. That's all I'm trying to do here. Okay, so that one hooked up, no problem. You see that? That hooked up, no problem. Let's go for it. We're going to see if it derails again. So far, okay, we're about to enter the tunnel. That's where our problems start. Oh, didn't make it in the tunnel. What's going on there? Wow. And we lost another car. Okay, something's wrong with the car. I'm not very happy about that. I'm taking one car through. Okay, that's derailing on the far corner of the mountain, just as it gets in about about a foot, and it's derailing. Let's try it with this. Okay, I don't understand that. Try a second time. We'll put another car on after. I can hear it. So what is the problem? When you go backwards with this, the little red lights at the back light off instead of the white one. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Are they supposed to go on in order somehow? I don't know. Okay. I'm getting used to put these on without the... Okay, that car is not going to work. It's clear to see there's something wrong with that latch. Yep, doesn't want to hook up to this one. Won't do it. Oh, I don't think it's going to work, guys. Let's see what happens. Whoop, go the other way. Okay, I'm going to give it a little horsepower here. We'll see. Both cars came off on that track over there. Are the cars too light? They both came off just before it entered the tunnel there. This is going to really depend on how much tolerance you have to operate these things. I really like this stuff. I like the size. Their engines work perfectly. The cars I have don't seem to be performing very well. And that is not making me very happy. But like I said, I may have to, those don't work. That's a cute little car. Well, I am not. When they're working well, it's great to watch it going around the track. It's awesome. There's two. You see that Kato don't like other couplers. Pretty cool. Okay. Now that orange one is the one where I replaced the bogies with a... Huh. That seems to be working. Maybe these cars are too light. I may have to put some weight in them. Because these are working just fine, it seems. Holy smoke. I didn't expect that. Okay, let's... Okay. Now this is going fairly quick. No derailment yet. Not that I want him to. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, did you see that? Holy smoke. I'm not paying attention. It took my, took my loader away. Okay, so you know what? They're not having no problems with these guys. Whoa, it fell off the track. Come on back here. Can you make it back? Make it back, make it back. You're being a little stubborn here. Being a little stubborn. Hopefully we don't have no problems with that guy. Nope, we do have a problem. Look at this. Why are we doing this for? Okay. Jesus. Okay, so there's something going on. Oh, there's no play on this one. Something's wrong. Holy smoke. It's almost like something glued to it. Okay. So there's a problem with the car, not the track here. And this is not going to work. And I don't think it's going to pull this one either. I had one of these black ones that were no problem. Ah, different connector. Again, different connect. You're going to run into connectors, non-connectors, wrong connectors, right connectors. Okay, so like I said before, I converted this to a modern and old school. See that? So we'll try this. Okay, that goes in there just fine. That goes fine. And here we're going to run a caboose. Now some of these cars are body mounted, and some of these cars are not. They're mounted to the bogie. Now I don't know if that causes problems or they're unaligned. Something I'd have to sit down and carefully go through when I have some time to fiddle with these cars. And the cars I took the steel wheels off and put plastic ones, I may have to put those plastic ones back on in order to be able to run the car, because the steel wheels just don't seem to sit inside the bogie properly. Okay, but this is not going to stop me from ordering in a Kato rail car. I don't know how to pronounce the fancy names for them. All I know, they're cool. Supposedly they work well. So these guys are going to go Betty by here for a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, these ones are making it through the mountain. We're having problems with these ones. I think they're too light. I'll have to put some dimes in here or something to weigh down the car so it doesn't bounce around so much. Well, folks, my styrofoam's down on both tables. Got to get to work bridging that other gap over there, and I'll be starting that in a few minutes. And definitely the diesel type of locomotive is a lot more dependable than the steam ones, the small ones I have anyway. And that's unfortunate. So we're going to call this another episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm happy. I got something done. And from the sounds of it, I'm going to have to change the track that's going through the tunnel for whatever reason. It keeps, the small locos keep on jumping off. There has to be a reason for it. Okay, so this is Dan with Daniel's Trains. Have yourself a good day. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.